We are live. Welcome, everybody, to the Lexicon of Lexington podcast with your host, Wendy Watkins. I am her co-host, Nice Guy Andy, produced in the Nice Guy Andy podcast studio. Tonight, we have a special guest, an activist, the hip-hop Picasso of Lexington. He's an activist, he's an artist, he's a musician, he's a rapper. We have Tony Wavy in the studio with us. What's up, buddy?
What's popping? What's going on, Andy?
It's been a while since I seen you. Last time I saw you, we was at the park. I was picking my son up from basketball practice, and you was like, "Hey, man, what's up?" And you took me up and showed me your studio, and that was killer, man. I feel privileged to be able to come up to your studio, and I love when an artist says, "Hey, look at my studio, look at my art." I love art. I got your art hanging on the wall here. You can tell that I have art around here, so
thank you.
I appreciate a good artist.
Well, check this out. I had to show you my studio because look at your studio. I love this studio. This is one of my favorite podcast studios to go to because it's a vibe. It's a vibe.
We're a movement, man. We're a brand you can trust. By the way,
come on.
So I threw whatever I wanted on the walls, and it feels home here. It's definitely my hideout. It's my hangout. We got the guys that hang out with me. So, by the way, let's introduce to the Wednesday night crowd. Wendy Watkins, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Wendy?
I'm good. Nice hat.
Thank you. Tony just brought it to me,
Sheesh.
and he signed and dated it for me. So yeah, I'm very pleased to be able to wear the hat. So
you're up on a billboard down there, a couple places in town, being more famous than what you was when I first met you and you came into the studio.
Look, all it took was a little work, and y'all seen it early on. Y'all seen it early on as like that was like I feel like the first time that I came here, that was like me getting my footing, getting to know more people in the music scene, the art scenes, and what was going on, and then I found out about you guys and. From then on to now, like just to see the progress and everything that we're doing is beautiful.
Oh yeah, you guys have gotten bigger. We've gotten bigger.
Yep.
You're doing a podcast now too?
Yes, I'm doing a podcast. So I'm doing a podcast over at WKY. So it's called Mad Wavy Radio.
So it's on radio.
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
So it's like with NPR, WKY. So they are the radio station at the campus. So when we go over to the WKY radio station, we go over there record with the Brian Thomas. So it's me and my brother Bryce. So you guys know Bryce B. Mad. That's my boy. That's like my brother.
I want to have Bryce in here at some point.
Bro, you gotta have Bryce. Yeah. Like the way he talks, the way he's able to say things, and just the way that he's like a master with words.
Yeah.
Like,
is he a hip hop artist too?
No, he's not a hip hop artist. He's a visual artist. He's a hip hop artist at heart. At heart.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But if he really wanted,
really wanted to, I think
I've seen some of his art. His art is awesome too.
Look, he said he used to rap back in the day. I'm gonna get him on a couple tracks. So
I'm sure. Yeah.
So, soon enough, you'll hear something. But so I've been working with him like very closely. We've been trying to really change the narrative in the artist community. So when we're on that podcast, what we talk about is artist talks. We talk about what we go through as an artist, your inspirations, music, movies, rap, and hip hop, and what's going on in the culture. But we tie all of those things into artistry because we're like comic book heads and all those type of things.
Yeah.
So like even the Drake and Kendrick
you're a nerd.
stuff. Yeah.
You're a nerd.
I'm a super nerd. So you can't.
You're a
Andy, you see my studio?
Yeah.
You see my studio?
Yeah.
I need to get my Hulk Hogan, the NWO action figure. That's one I seen it. I need it.
You seen it? You need it.
I need it.
Heck yeah.
Hollywood Hogan.
So what all have you been up to in the community? Like what? I know that you've got your billboard up. I've seen like some different things about gun violence that you've been doing. What are some of the things lately that you've been doing?
Hey, B-Money, help him with this. Help him set up his stuff.
Tripod.
Yeah, my tripod. Okay, I think I got it now. So, sorry, y'all.
You got it?
Yeah, we got it. So, I've been doing actually a lot in the community.
We've seen that. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. So like whether it comes from like just somebody hitting me up from the public school system, or I'm going out into the community and working with Project Ricochet, and what they do, they're working out with the barbershop initiative, and they're pushing health, like mental health, physical health in the communities that don't understand that these things that we're eating is not good for you. The way that we cope and do these things, like whether that's drugs or abusing these different things, there's different ways to cope with that, and art is one of those ways. And that's one thing that I really try to push, because my thing is talk love, so spread love to your craft and creativity. So when you putting love into something and you're expressing yourself and you're really passionate about it, it could change the whole world.
Yeah. We really love the song that you did with the put down the gun.
Guns down, yeah.
The guns down. Divine and Gosh Josh.
Yeah. So
those guys are. Yeah. That song is.
Thank you.
The shit, really.
Man, so I made that record actually because one of my sisters down in North Carolina, she had a situation where somebody broke into her house and had a gun to her head.
Yeah.
And, even now being in the communities, that when I first came out here, like even around the time that I was meeting you, I would go to the park. There's like young dudes, young kids with guns in their pants playing basketball. One kid asked me, "Can you put my gun in your book bag?" Yes, I understand. For a lot of people's argument to even what I was doing was saying like, "Well, we're in a situation where we got to keep that." But I mean, I understand that, but what I was speaking on was being above that. You know what I'm saying? Going for the pushing peace first before you pull the weapon. Because yes, it's okay to
protect yourself.
Protect yourself, but
let's try to word it out first.
Yeah, let's not make that our first option.
Exactly.
And I've seen it so many times in like the Wood Hill.
Sometimes they're fighting over stupid shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Stupid shit, like you stepped on my shoe or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And some people won't take sorry for no, man. You saying you're sorry, that don't mean nothing. Sometimes take a sorry, man. Take an apology. Sometimes you take an apology.
And I agree. And I made that record because of my sister. And then like what's crazy was I was telling you guys off air a little bit about how like I grew up here. So I would go Thanksgivings. My grandma lives out here. My granddad. I remember bumping my head. I met my first crush during the summertime, which is my wife now. And then even speaking on that story, so like a few days after I dropped the Guns Down record, so the church that my family has been in my family for like years, it was shot in the windows.
Oh, wow.
It was shot through the windows.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if I don't think it was directly because of me or the situation, but
it's still a coincidence.
But it hit so close to home, And even recently, somebody spray painted on the walls. But like, it just shows what's going on in the community. Somebody tried to steal my car, So it's these spaces where
she had a car. She's had 2 cars stolen.
It's bad. It's them Kia boys. What you had? A Kia?
No, a Toyota. a Toyota. But I'll tell you what I did is I put purple rims on it.
Yeah.
And I was so excited about these purple rims, because I love purple.
Not the purple rims.
The purple rims.
Come on.
Honey, it was stolen 6 weeks later.
Oh, Lord.
I ain't never buy no purple rims ever again.
Yeah. It was out of the yard. It was stolen right out of the yard.
It was stolen right out of the yard.
You need
I was like...
There you go. You make yourself at home, man.
Yeah, I'm at home. I've been here 3 times now. I feel like TA a little bit.
Yeah, TA was supposed to. He was
coming tomorrow night.
Yeah, he was scheduled for tomorrow. He was gonna pop in, but
I was like, I'll just come today. It's good.
Yeah, no, today's fine. We usually do on Wednesday anyway. I thought we were doing one today, and
Well, him and Johnny's having that whole beef, so like, the's not a lot of communication.
Man, it's up. You know what I'm saying? I need to figure out what's going on so I know who to side with.
Oh, you side with me, man.
yeah, you do. you side with nice guy.
No, it's kind of hard not to side with Johnny too.
Nah. Johnny's my guy. He just be so fly, and I can relate to that. Because I like to be fly too. So I feel that. But Andy's my guy because he's the reason I'm here.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, you got to kind of be neutral probably.
We hold it down.
Yeah, just stay out of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna just stay out of it. I gotta figure out how to make some peace.
Yeah, definitely. So do you still have your studio over at the castle?
So yes, I do. I actually recently just got into the studio. Like at the beginning of the year, I finally got my key. I was coming in and out. And it was beautiful how that situation even came about. And shout out to...
I love that place.
We have a picture of it. Andy will have to send you a picture of it.
That was my shit when I was...
in my living room.
When I was young, man, that was... Castlewood Park was my getaway. Because I lived down on York and Eddy down there across the tracks. And Castlewood was super nice to me when I was a little kid. So I would always go up there, and once I learned that the castle had art in there, I'd go in there every time I got a chance, to look at the art.
What's crazy is like, since me and Bryce started really doing shows, a lot of people in the community did not know there's art. They didn't know there was art there.
Yeah.
They didn't. They was like, I had no idea. I come play basketball here every day. I go to the park. I do this and that, but I had no idea. But it's crazy, crazy how things could be just seem so out the reach, but it's right there. Like,
well, and that's what I'm doing. I've got my group, Fun Things to Do in and around Lexington, and I'm trying to showcase like local artists, local events, charitable situations, that we can get into, just and try to showcase that and make that a prominent thing, because like people don't, like you said, they don't know that there's art inside the castle. They know they can go shoot basketball, which is amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
But they need to know there's art there. They need to know there's more than basketball. They need to know that there is more than just what they seeing on the surface and what's around them. It's more than.
So
there's more than one kind of hip hop too, the guys.
Exactly.
There's the hip hop that you're doing and Divine's doing and Josh is doing. I mean, Josh is doing. There's that hip hop too, and
Baby Loaded, that's my boy.
Baby Loaded,
he's another style. Then you got the guys like who else we got? Then there's this dude named Raiden Pierce who's like more like a punk rock, or like you would compare him more to like an XXX Tentacion. You got it's so many people. What people confuse is just like there's different genres of everything. There's different genres of hip hop.
Yeah. Definitely.
There's punk hip hop, there's country hip hop, there's like soulful hip hop, there's beat heavy boom bap hip hop, there's like the old school, like I feel like I'm more like in the middle, like the boom bap, and then like kind of newer, but like it's like a newer sound of
you
boom
got an
bap
old
where,
school vibe to you, I think.
I think it's just like my whole aura just kind of gives an old school vibe, but I just like all I'm doing is throwing out what's me, even my style, my way I dress, people think I
I love the way you dress. I think you look so just like kind of 80s, and the 80s is definitely the new thing right now.
Yeah, all I do is pick out what I like. Even with the clothes like I find those I go at the thrift store, patch them up, clean them up, and then resell them, or I put them on myself, and
I feel like you got more of a Tribe Called Quest, like a old New York style, like that.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Yeah, that stuff. That was my shit back in the day.
I don't know. It might. I feel like it's a mix because I'm like.
No. I just said you just have that in with it, and that's good. That's good.
I think it's feel like a mix of like the different places that I come from. Like coming from. Originally, I'm from Monroe, Michigan. It's like south of Detroit, 30 minutes south. So I got family in Inkster, Pontiac, all over Michigan.
Yeah.
And then so with Michigan comes Detroit soul and guys, real hip hop like J Dilla. I had my uncle like
J Dilla, love J Dilla.
So like. My uncle, that's all he played. He played beats that sounded like J Dilla, soulful samples. So that
Questlove, the Roots.
Yeah,
I love all that.
All of that, and then
D'Angelo, all that stuff, man.
Don't talk of music, Soul Child, all of those things. I love the
Soul Child music.
Early 2000s. I love that era of music and neo soul. But and then I went to North Carolina, where North Carolina is like Charlotte, so. It's like a mixing pot of everything. You got New York, you got the Southern people, and then you got a little bit of splatters of Michigan's, Caribbean. All like it's everybody.
It's kind of like in the middle. It's kind of in the middle of the country, just kind of like we are. We're a stop from Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
You're the mix. You're the stop between the South and the North too. Like really.
Lexington's got a little a vibe. I think.
I think it's becoming it's getting more and more because coming from another place. I'm coming from like a big. So once I moved from Michigan to North Carolina, like it was a whole different vibe. Because I came from a small town, little hood, or like it was. And it was like nice mix of people, but not really like you get whites, blacks, and then a little bit of Arabs. My first time seeing a Mexican kid or like a Indian kid was in Charlotte, literally. Yeah. When I moved when I was 10 years old, and then just seeing what Charlotte had to offer, and that brought me like there's a lot of different styles in Charlotte, from like Petey Pablo or the Baby, but then you get like J. Cole's side of things or the Little Brothers, and then coming down to Lexington here, like I feel like I'm just like an East Coast like. I feel like I'm East Coast.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So who would you say influenced you the most to be a rapper and an artist? Who?
As in musically or like somebody personally or?
Just think your inspirations all together.
Yeah.
Okay, so musically, like I feel like my original like inspiration, like my uncle D. You know, early on, well, my whole family, you know, heavy into music. They did gospel. Like I come from a church background, so like I said, the church, you know. But it all started like everybody did choir, singing, played drums, keyboard. I started off doing keyboards when I was young, but really when it came to like that really early inspiration, like my uncle was always playing beats and stuff. But like when it comes to musically, I just started finding myself just tapped into like Kanye West and J Cole, and when I would hear these rappers and hearing the songs and Drake's on the radio, I was just infatuated. I was just in love with it.
So you brought up Drake. So what do you think about the whole Drake? So you know, I'll tell you, like,
what you think?
Well, Kendrick has definitely, you know, he's blown it away.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel personally. Now I just went and saw Drake
back when he came
February,
out for
put on an amazing show.
I could imagine.
Like, I don't know. I'm really just hoping it's a whole publicity stunt and like none of this stuff is real, because like this is some major. If this is real stuff, then we've got a lot to think about as people.
I think,
you know, and who we are supporting.
I think
and what we're supporting.
I think this is a distraction from the Illuminati. No, I'm just playing.
You know, and it could, and you know, you might be right.
I am a super hip hop fan, so like the guys I grew up on, like I didn't grow up on like the Tribe Called Quest. I had to search back for them later. I didn't grow up on these other guys that I had to really dive back into, because I didn't grow up on them. So I had to actually search for them. Like my uncles played like here and there, play beats, but had to search for those guys. But when I was coming up, high school, 9th grade, I remember listening to Drake and J Cole. I graduated 2017. Kendrick dropped in 2012. Good Kid, Mad City 2013. I was going like I'm in 9th grade. I'm in 9th grade. I remember listening to when he dropped this verse called y'all know about the Control verse?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the Control verse, that's how it all started.
Okay.
So this is back in 2013. So like this is how.
Fill me in. Yeah.
So I've been so tuned in from the jump.
Okay.
So this is what happened. Kendrick Lamar dropped the verse on Big Sean's song, and he's basically like, F the whole rap game. He's like this. I'm usually homeboys with the same brothers I'm rhyming with, but this is hip hop, and ninjas should know what time it is. And that goes for Jermaine Cole, Big Crit, Wale, A$AP Rocky. He just started naming them off, and he's like, he's a West Coast dude. He said, I'm the king of New York. I got both cities, both coasts, I juggle them both. And he's saying all these things, and he's rounding up the whole hip hop community. Everybody who raps, like,
he's getting the crew.
Yeah, like everybody. He's getting everybody riled up, because the thing about hip hop is very competitive. So you don't want to, you know. Everybody wants to be the best. That's why you get these conversations in hip hop community and Lex. Like somebody says, "Oh, I'm the best guy." You will see 100 comments, 100, because everybody feel like they best, and you should feel that way. You should feel like you that guy or that girl that I'm the best at this. So it started off with that, and then after that, you know, Drake. They were friends before this. Remember, they had songs together, but then. Drake goes on interviews kind of shading Kendrick. He's like, "Oh, this is not real." Like, you know what I'm saying? I just seen the guy, this, and that. And then even after that, right? So Drake is talking about him at interviews and kind of shading him. Like, he's not saying nothing bad, but
he hadn't put an album out in a while.
Yeah. And then so the album that they put out after that to really, you know, that really pushed things forth was, so it was Good Kid, Mad City. Yeah. Then there was Nothing Was the Same by Drake. That's when Drake was like, okay, y'all think Kendrick the best rapper? You think these guys? Okay, I'm going to out-rap him. So this is my favorite Drake album. After this album, he kind of fell off to me because I felt like he wasn't doing that same thing. He was going more commercial. So, like, he went from dropping this album, and then they got the Grammys, right? And then the Grammys are announcing the winner. Y'all know who wins? Do you know who wins?
Kendrick, right?
Kendrick. No.
Oh, Jay.
Macklemore and Ryan Lewis.
Oh, okay.
Macklemore, yeah, that's right.
Okay,
so this is when they had the. So this.
That's what dropped off Macklemore's career, because he apologized.
And he apologized. Yep, exactly.
For winning.
So he apologized to Kendrick, and then he posted it online. Yeah. And then Drake is like, "Oh, if you're going to apologize to him, you might as well apologize to me." So through all these years, from 2013 to 2024. They've been rapping, throwing subliminals at each other, and it's been not just them, but Big Sean as well. Big Sean just dropped the track the same day Kendrick dropped his Like That verse, which got...
And J. Cole was in it, but he just said, I ain't mess with this.
And I love J.
I'll tell you, J. Cole, I really prefer J. Cole over Drake.
You know, they're so interchangeable for me, because I grew up on all of them. Like, those are three guys, like, where I get my rap style and how I want to rap, it started off with them guys. Like, I knew all their songs, you know...
So what about Tyler? the creator?
Tyler.
Because I see it, you not at all. You don't like it?
I love Tyler.
Oh,
He's a
you love
dope
it,
artist,
okay.
but you know, I don't really listen to him like that. Like, you know, I used to more, but I don't know. I just kind of just stopped listening to him. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he's an amazing artist. Like, you know, even from, you know, what threw me off early on was when I was in, like, same time. I remember being in high school. He doing the cockroach thing, putting it in his mouth with Bastard and all those.
Yeah.
Our son followed Tyler from from the underground, way underground, and then like I'll never forget seeing his picture on the Rolling Stones, and I sent my son a picture of it. And I was like, look, he made it to the Rolling Stones magazine, and that was it was.
It's crazy
it was
when you see somebody come from underground
Yes.
and I look, my favorite person actually out of Odd Future is Frank Ocean.
Oh yeah, Frank Ocean.
I love Frank.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. He's a really
But that whole situation with like Drake and Kendrick, like it's been brewing up, it's been working. So like even now, it's just like I knew who was gonna win. I knew it was gonna be Kendrick. I'm sorry.
Your brother just commented.
I definitely like Kendrick better.
Freight Train J.
Freight Train J.
Yo,
J,
Tony Wavy, shout out. That's your brother, right?
Yeah, that's my little brother.
Yeah.
So what does he do? You said that.
So he does wrestling podcasts. Well, not podcasts. He does wrestling interviews and then like
your brother
reviews.
does wrestling.
Yeah,
interviews?
And
North
reviews and
Carolina,
everything. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I guess him and Nice Guy Andy really
Man,
hit it off. Yeah.
Man, he gotta get up here. We gotta do a skit.
Shout out to Freight Train J.
So considering he does wrestling, like, do you like wrestling as well? Is that like
I do.
something that you get into?
I do love wrestling. I stopped watching it, but I would play the game all the time.
Oh, okay.
Cause I really stopped watching like all TV like all together.
I don't
So
watch
like I
TV
got
at
to
all.
I don't
space.
watch TV either.
So
Yeah.
like it just got to the space where I just wasn't watching TV anymore. But like, you know, I would be heavy on the game as a kid. So the same uncle I'm talking about, he got us into wrestling, he got us into comics, he got us into music, you know, like arts and everything. So
Creative
like
stuff.
wrestling,
Yes.
fighting, we always fought each other. We go to WrestleMania. We never went to a WrestleMania, but we always went to Buffalo Wild Wings, got us some
Watched
wings,
it.
and
Watched
turned
it,
up,
yeah.
watched, and had a great time.
Right.
Like those
Next year WrestleMania's in Las Vegas, and I was like, I don't care if I go to the show. I just want to be in Las Vegas around everybody that's having,
Man,
that's
I told
watching.
my little brother, I said, one day I'm gonna get on wrestling and we all gonna go to WrestleMania.
Yes, we should all
They
try
go-
to go to WrestleMania in Vegas.
We need.
because,
I need to be front row. I need to be able to
Front
touch somebody,
row.
and I need to be talking crazy.
We just come to some of the small shows around here. That's what
I know.
we do.
I don't be knowing when they are. Y'all gotta let me know when
You
they
gotta,
are.
you gotta watch
You
us,
gotta
man.
follow us.
There's
Okay.
one this weekend that's going to be in Richmond. You
Okay,
should come
Richmond.
to.
Okay, bet that. What?
Saturday night, 8 o'clock.
Okay,
6
bet.
o'clock, something like that.
Well, and Wendy Elite is going to be playing in the tournament at the Kentucky Basketball Association. Is it Kentucky Basketball? The one out by the mall. What's the name of that one?
Sports Center?
Sports Center. Yeah, Wendy Elite's going to be doing a tournament at the Sports Center this
What kind of
weekend.
tournament?
Basketball tournament.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that's fine.
My son plays basketball from a local AAU team, Wendy Elite, and so
Okay, he be
great
hooping.
work.
He a
does-
hooper.
Yeah, they.
You know what's crazy
loves
to
it.
me? You want to hear something crazy?
Sure.
So my sons, they got a little. We just moved into a new spot. We've been putting together their room and whatnot, and they got a little basketball hoop thing, like the little arcade ones that you get. So it's a little small one, and I was putting it together. We finally got it together. They like Jordan. I'm like I'm like, what are they? They 2. So they 2 and 4. I'm like, how do they? But
How do they even know who
they know
Jordan is?
Jordan. They ain't say
Yeah.
LeBron.
Yeah. Well, so, if the 2-year-olds are saying LeBron, who's the real GOAT? Who's the real GOAT?
They like Jordan.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm like, how these two? But it's because they other cousins. But the other cousins like 7, 6. I thought LeBron was their GOAT.
But it's still Jordan. It'll always be. Now I saw some of your paintings. I was looking at, looking through your reels and stuff, and saw some of your paintings. So you have one of Shaq,
Yeah.
and he's holding a Lakers ball, and then I saw one. I think was there one of? I know there was one of Jay-Z and
And the whole
Beyonce
family,
and
yep.
the family.
And then there was one of so that's my legacy series. So first it started off with the Beyonce and Jay-Z. So I wanted to represent what legacy was. So I started off with that piece. I didn't know where it was going. I was like, let me put this piece together. And I found the twins. I was just making something dope because I was really in the space of like the words that God was giving me was like legacy. This was like heavy during like 2021. I'm really 2020 actually, around the time. So I'm like, let me make a series. I need to make something that's gonna really stand out and that means something to me because I can't remember what year it was, but like I got my kids now and that's really what's heavy on my heart. And then I just kept making these pieces, and I ended up going to this place in Gastonia, North Carolina. And there was a venue we would always go to when it was called the Legacy Event Center.
Okay.
And, you know, it started off with that one. Then it went on to, I did the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So that was Will Smith and the dude who played the next one, the next part of the series. So I said the legacy continues, because Will Smith, before the slap, you know, this is before the slap, and you know he had the situation where you know just even before then, like, Will Smith is an icon.
Oh,
you know, like,
definitely.
As a kid, I watched Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's probably where I get some of my style too.
And definitely,
I love. Bro, I just loved how different he was. I loved how he would talk to the ladies. You know what I'm saying? I loved how
Summertime, the video, Summertime video.
Yeah.
You know, that was the epiphany of
I was huge.
Yeah. And you want to know the first rap that I ever learned?
That song was huge when it came out.
The first song that I ever learned was "This is a story all about how my life got flipped turn-ups." So it was in fifth grade.
Yeah.
We did a play at school at my elementary school. Fifth grade was the best year of my life.
Oh wow!
I feel like
The best year ever.
I
Like ever?
It was just like a
You
train.
definitely peaked early. Huh?
That's what. I did. I was just a fun person.
Oh,
So
best
but
year
that's
of
when
his
that's the
life.
year that I moved to North Carolina though.
Okay.
When I moved to Charlotte, it was like a whole different thing that I ever seen. Like, it was way more black kids in the school than I've ever seen before.
Really?
And it was so much fun.
Yeah.
But like, we did that fifth grade prom and everything. I never forget fifth grade, literally.
Aw.
But like, so that's when we did a school play, and we had the decades, and that was we had the 90s. And I think maybe that stuck with me all my life or something.
You're
so
still stuck there. You know, I've noticed, like fashion. There's so many, like, you can see 80s right now. You see 90s right now. You know, everything is back in style.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter which
doesn't.
era you came from.
You can see 2000s now. Everybody's wearing the baggies again.
Yes.
Everybody's going a little bit baggier on the pants, and then but they still doing something. Then say they mixing the baggy pants with the crop top tees, or they do like everybody rocking
That was
the
an
trucker.
80s thing there.
So
Oh, yeah.
so that's what I'm
I think
saying.
so.
It's a mix. It's a mix
Yes.
of 80s and 2000s put
Yes,
together.
it
So
is.
what a lot of people are doing, they just mixing and matching styles. And then you got some people that still rock the bell bottoms.
Oh
with
yeah,
the-
and that's a whole new thing. I never liked the bell bottoms. That was not.
I
I'm
like-
short.
yeah.
Those are
Okay.
like-
You
and
gotta
it-
you gotta have the right certain things. You gotta have the right build for. Like
So my son wears the stacked jeans.
Yeah.
You know. And
Everybody rocking those, yeah.
I love the stacked jeans, but the other day my husband picked the stacked jeans up, and they're like, he's like, "Who have you had over here?" And I was like,
Like a 7 foot tall, skinny motherfucker.
Oh yeah, I see y'all son. He look. I said, okay, yeah, cuz look like he could dress just off the way he about to. He got the Nike fit on. You could tell when the kid got the You could tell when the AAU kid got the dang on setup. I was okay, yeah.
Yeah, he got the styles.
He's the guy. Okay.
Oh yeah, he loves fashion. Like, he would love to be here tonight and meeting you. I told him this afternoon.
He was with me when we went up to the studio there.
Oh, that's crazy. Miss Cheryl on here. I was just talking about the Legacy series, and the lady who owned the event center there at the Legacy Center, she had a conversation with me about Legacy too, even after that. So
awesome.
that is crazy that she's even on there
We'd
right
love
now.
to get
That's
her.
cool.
We'd love to get her on the podcast at some point, probably.
Yeah, y'all might have to do video calls. She all the way in Gastonia, North Carolina. Y'all.
Oh, okay. In Carolina. Okay.
Yeah. So that was literally right after that. That's around the time I moved here. Right after that.
Oh, okay.
Well, we had Josh on here from the African Art Society.
Yes, Josh is my guy.
Yeah, and he was telling us about you, and it was kind of weird because, like, I had asked him, who do you think is your local star here in Lexington? And although he had many, but you were one of his tops. That you were.
Oh man,
which was ironically because, like, Andy was bringing you on the next week, and I was like, well, instead of me trying to reach out to him to do something separate, why don't I just come on with you and we'll do that? So it was really, cool. But he's very fond of your work, just so that you know.
Yeah, so shout out to the African American Arts Association. Shout out to Evans, Leslie. So Leslie, shout out to Josh. They're doing a lot of work in the community. And the thing is, like, just seeing them now and how much work they've done, and they've been doing it from ground zero with no money.
Oh, I know.
They've been doing it with no resources.
Yes, I know.
And I'm super glad that I'm able to even work with them even now. because we've been doing like a hip hop group with the kids on every Tuesday. So we go rapping with the kids, doing recording. We've been trying to get more kids in. I'm like they've been missing out.
We're working on it.
So
Priscilla is our coach for Indie Elite.
Yeah.
So
we gotta get the word out.
Yes, I agree.
Oh yeah,
Which
we
is
definitely gotta get the
Josh's
word out to help the
cousin.
kids in the neighborhoods and the community. And it's awesome that you're wanting to give back to the
And
community.
that you volunteer your time for that because, like you said, they don't have any funding. So anybody that wants to help with the African Art Society, please contact them and give them some.
And that's what this podcast
funds.
is about: was to give back to the community and to support the Lexington community.
And the thing is, support these groups who's really working. Like, cause like literally, even me, I don't do all things free. People, they got to understand, like, as an artist, you want to be valued in your time and the things that you do. So, like, when I do come out, it's got to be for love. And the love, for me, loving what I do, and then I got to see that you love what you do.
Exactly.
Because, like, I see that y'all put in that work. I see that y'all been really out here with these kids. I see my little cousins at some of their groups. I've seen them on getting different people. I'm like, okay, they're working. That's what I like to see, because I don't want to work with some a community group that they ask for everything but have nothing to give.
Nothing to give back.
They have nothing to give back, and everything shouldn't be free too. I want to say that.
Exactly.
I want people to understand your value, but it takes those sacrifices sometimes. You do have to go plant those seeds. You do got to put in that work. You got to go show love to the people that love, because everything isn't for money. Everything isn't for that, but you gotta be
You gotta spread it around. You gotta spread your time. And
exactly.
You
gotta be wise with
it. That's gonna pay you and support you, but then you've got to pay your time and support. You
gotta pay your dues sometimes.
Yes, most definitely. Oh, TA's trying to call it. I guess. It's so funny because TA, like, he used to go by Luda.
Like Ludacris?
Like Ludacris. And I swear, he really does look like Luda. And I'm like, forever. And then when he started.
TA?
Yes!
TA, that's a compliment for that man.
Yeah.
But it's still hard for me. It's hard for me to call him TA now. Because he'll always be Luda to me.
I used to love Luda too.
I can't get it too. Hold on, I'll call you right back.
We're gonna call you back, TA.
Can't get it too.
Andy and him's been friends forever. They worked at UPS together. So do you work?
So no, I'm a full-time dad. That's my job.
That's your job. Hey,
working these two kids.
Definitely work and
running them up and down these streets. No, changing them diapers.
Yeah,
No, just fine. No, so I'm a full-time artist. So like, usually I usually have them rolling around with me in the studio. That's why I'm blessed to have my own studio. Shout out to the Lexington Art League and all that they do in the community, because they give a diverse community of artists, and not only just artists like as far as artwork, but as far as like skin color or ethnicity. They do that. So shout out to them. But I'm able to bring my sons in there. We able to paint together, draw together. They do learning time, and then I do my music. So usually when I'm getting paid off of, I do murals, I do logos. So if you need something on your walls, if you need some graphic design work or some flyers, or I do commissions on painting. So I do my painting commissions, and then I sell my hats. That's why you always see me with some merch.
So do you ever go locally and rap locally for charities or anything here around town as well, or do you just do that pretty much on your own time? Like, how does that work?
So usually, like, when people want me to come rap at, like, I have rapped at certain charities, but like I said, it got to be the people that's working. But it's a fee if you want me to come out there and come rap. And
so let's say somebody wanted you to come to a birthday party for little Jill. How much would somebody need to pay you to come work?
I can't say that price on live. It may change. You never know. It may change. It may go up.
It may go down. Okay,
it may go down.
But you are available to come sing to Jill.
Yes, I'm available to. I do hostings as well. So I put on events. So like the Mad Wavy, we talked about the Mad Wavy podcast. We also have a Mad and radio. We also have a Mad Wavy show. Okay. So when we put on these shows, or when you see me doing a show, that's me. I'm like, ticket sales, all those things, putting on the event, bringing my merch out, or I'm hosting the event. I do either or. So like, if you want me to host your wedding, I will host the wedding. I will host the birthday party.
Oh wow!
I will host the release party. I will host.
Okay, you hear Wavy? He's gonna come and host your wedding.
Come on, I'm an amazing host. I'm trying to tell you.
He's gonna host your release parties if you've got a release party here locally. Or even like, how far will you travel? You'll travel.
I travel
anywhere, right?
I still go to North Carolina. I do shows in Michigan. I go South Carolina, Georgia, wherever.
Wow. Me and Angel's going to Michigan with his title champion. Who is that? I know, right?
Icon Lee. You know
Icon
Icon
Lee?
Lee? The
No, I
wrestler
don't know
Icon
Icon
Lee.
Lee.
He's a local guy from
You got
Louisville.
to put me on, everybody. I gotta tap
You
in.
need to come in and talk. Yeah, when it's and get some other, some wrestlers on there. So, who is your favorite wrestler?
Ooh, Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
Easy. Easy.
So that was easy.
But I got it like, if I had it, I can't even give you a top 5 because I feel like I give you my top 5 in no order.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I usually do too.
Top 5 in no order. I like Hulk Hogan, The Rock, of course.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I have a real.
Jill, The Rock's been back on there.
I really love Rey Mysterio.
Oh,
He was like
definitely.
my first time getting like the WWE game and really when I was really tapped into wrestling. When I was really tapped in, Rey Mysterio was that guy. 2009, 2010, even now you see you on the cover. Rey Mysterio is that guy. So we got Rock, Rey Mysterio, Hulk Hogan. Dang, who else I'm gonna put?
Hey, Tia, you there?
This is the tough
I'm
part.
here. Can you hear me?
What's up, man?
Lord, TA, what's
He got
up?
interrupted
now
you,
y'all
right?
can hear me.
Right.
Hey, TA, I need 2 more. Give me. Nah, I can't let you get my 2 more. Golly. I'm
He's
gonna
trying
go.
to come up with 2 wrestlers.
I'm gonna go Triple H and
Triple H.
and
What we talking about?
my top 5 right now.
Top 5 of wrestlers.
Oh, I thought we already did this.
You
I
did
know.
it. I didn't do it.
I think we did do it on the last time you was
See, yeah, we did it the last
I
time you
don't
was
know.
on the
It's
show.
changed now.
You saw it, Rey
Changed now.
Mysterio, obviously.
He's matured.
Rey Mysterio, Rock,
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk
Hulk
Hogan,
Hogan.
Triple H.
Triple H,
You need one more. Come on, give us a female.
Ric Flair,
Give us a female.
Undertaker.
I was just about to say Undertaker.
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 Leon used to be so.
I mean, if it was gonna be a female, I'd go with China.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That was an easy pick
Yeah.
right there.
What you been up to, TA?
Man, over here, just got done doing my little funny hour show, plugging in, and then I see that you had another black guy in my seat. So I had to call
It's my
and,
shit.
and press charges.
Press charges.
How dare you replace me? You'll never be me. Ain't gonna go get my partner T Wavy
Hey.
and the blue with RKO me like
Hey,
that.
you had me weak off that sexy red, John.
Oh,
And he said you already dating white women.
He's already I don't know if I've ever seen with a black woman. or not.
everybody knows that if you work Divas day shift, it's a wrap.
I don't know that.
You ain't getting no
I
money.
ain't gonna lie.
And
That's
that's
like
what that bitch look like. She
I ain't
looks
gonna-
straight off 7th
Hey,
Street.
I
I
think
just
it's a
gave a
Kentucky
bitch
thing.
$50
I ain't
for
gonna lie.
crab.
What'd you say?
I think it's a Kentucky thing. Like, the black guys, they love the white ladies out here. They love the white women. They love the white chocolate.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Ain't nothing wrong. Look, he said, duh.
Ain't
It's
nothing
because
wrong
they
with that.
racist ass.
Hey, love
They
it.
racist. They still racist as hell out here, but they still trying to get some,
Hey,
some,
look,
some color in it.
they getting it together, cuz they getting it together. We gotta help them out. You know what I'm saying?
These old fake Republicans out here. That's why.
Your brother said that Tony's favorite wrestler is Mark Henry.
Henry.
That's my favorite wrestler.
Damn.
That was my favorite wrestler in the game. I love Mark Henry.
Mark Henry.
I'm gonna have to put
Mark
Henry
Henry.
in there.
Only thing Mark Henry wrestles is a salmon.
Somebody gonna get their ass kicked.
strongest man in the world, right there.
Right. If any man
Hit
looks
him
like
with
a
the
big
world's
ass
strongest slam.
rhino,
Let me TA come in here so I can hit you with the world's strongest slam on this table right
anybody
here,
look
right
like
now.
a rhino, Mark Henry definitely looks like a rhino.
Why he doing my boy Mark Henry like this?
A rhino.
He a legend.
Yes, man.
He's a big
Ain't no
son of a
nigga
bitch.
that big, guys.
What'd you say?
Hey,
Like, if
Tony.
you saw Mark Henry in the club, he's one of the ones you definitely would be like, man, let me move out his way. He look like he's been a bouncer for at least 12 years.
Ah man, he doing my boy dirty.
Hey, TA. It's
What's up, though, T Wavy? Though I see you, hip hop Picasso.
Hey, what's up, baby? Hey, I love you, bro.
How's it feel to beat me in my spot,
Oh, it feels amazing. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed.
man? And you need to leave too.
I've had other black people in that seat before.
I know, but you ain't had nobody like T Wavy, though. He do big things.
He's a
Yeah,
superstar,
He's
I
scared
know.
I'ma take
huh?
his spot. He's scared I'ma take his spot.
Yeah, though that shit, I don't like that shit because that's the half of my tag team championship right there.
It's alright. You know what I'm saying?
I think he carries his own belt. Like,
Right.
I think TA's got his own.
Oh,
Oh,
getting-
so
yeah,
you got man.
No, I'm talking about you. Don't you have your own belt that you carry?
He's getting one. We're getting one made.
Main event. I'm about to main event. Jay Uso is that?
Yeah. Yeah, we're about to get you one made.
Well,
Yeah, we're in
getting
the
ready to
making
leave.
because I need that for the video.
It's not in an hour yet.
Yeah, we've got 5 minutes.
No, we don't.
4 minutes.
We've been on here 39 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm so sorry.
But yeah, I just got done. I had to call in because I see my buddy out here, my Negro, my brother. I see you doing your thing, T Wavy. I got to give you a shout out because you know how we do. Slap Mall MODB in the building on the phone. I just paid my phone bill just to make sure I could call.
You fucking silly ass.
Like I just bought my AT&T prepaid minutes so I could call in, and now I'm out of data already.
AT&T, you moving up in the world.
He moving up. Come on.
Oh
T.
yeah,
I
and
thought it was that Boost Mobile.
See,
I thought he was on Cricket.
I was doing Boost, then I found out niggas getting tapped, so I was like, nah, I'm cool.
Oh, wow. Hey,
Yeah.
TA, we're going to go.
Too many of my people got Boost mobile phones that are in jail, so I just kind of put two and two together.
Hey, Tony, TA, after the this first hour, we're moving the podcast to the Nice Guy Andy podcast page, so call us back on that.
All right, I'll get some more minutes.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, go pay your prepaid.
Hey,
Go get some minutes.
I'll be calling you on Negro time, though.
Hey, whatever,
So
man,
I'll
whatever
talk to you
works.
tomorrow.
All right. All right, bye.
All right, TA. Love you, bro. Appreciate
I
you.
gotta get you.
Yeah.
I gotta get you back in the studio, man.
Oh, you know I'm coming.
I know.
You know I move in mysterious
He
ways.
just shows up. He just kind of books his. He's
Oh
like,
yeah,
I need to come tomorrow.
Whatever.
That's TA.
All right, man. See
I'm
you,
the
TA.
only one who's allowed to do that.
You are, yeah.
Because after
There's a
Black
small-
History Month.
There's a small, yeah. There's a small list, right?
Oh yeah, it's me, J Rag, and that's it.
I see you, man.
Yeah,
Call back
but
a
I'll
little
be
bit.
calling y'all. I'll
right,
be
bye.
calling y'all. Don't worry.
All right, bye-bye.
I know y'all number. Y'all still
You gotta just click him.
911.
You just gotta click it on him. He gonna keep going.
He ain't gonna give it up.
Hey, that was TA, guys.
That's what happened the first time I was here. TA and just go.
Yeah, he
TA.
talks. He takes over the show. It's all right though. He's a really good friend of mine.
Love
I've known TA forever. It was my first. I think he was my first guest on the podcast. TA was
maybe.
my first guest.
Yeah.
Yeah, my first guest other than family members. Yeah, TA was my first guest.
Shout out TA.
So, is there any questions you want to ask for the community about? Ask Tony Wavy about anything that he's doing in the community.
No, I think we went over most of it. Like I know he said, the gun violence, but do you have anything upcoming, that you want to tell us about going on with the youth or going on, at the Arts Center or anything like that before I get out of here? I know you've got, you're going to go another hour with Andy, but I've got to get home to my son, and he's got school and testing and all that good stuff tomorrow. So, but tell us what you've got going on here in Lexington right now.
Okay, most definitely. So soon, very soon, Saturday, May 18th, I need you guys to pull up to Sunset Runway Summertime Fine Fashion Show. So I will be performing. I will have some art out. So you guys come through this. So this is a ticketed event. So if you guys want to get tickets, those tickets are available on Eventbrite. It's going to be at the Arts Place, Lex Arts. It's going to be a fashion show, music, vibes. You don't want to miss it. And not only that, after that, we have something called Mad Wavy. So Mad Wavy's on the 25th, like I talked about a little bit. This is actually a free event. So like this is for the community. This is for everybody to come out, just catch a vibe. So it starts at 8 o'clock to 11, and we have a dope lineup of local hip-hop artists. And then we have a dope lineup of visual artists. So there will be painters painting live, artists. So they will be on the side drawing live. So we got this dude named Ken Burney. He just did something with the Derby. We got Ian Castillo. We also have another guy, my boy Kung Fu Kenny out of Louisville.
Kenny.
Kung Fu Benny.
Oh,
Kung Fu Benny.
Benny.
I don't know if Kung Fu Kenny is Kendrick.
And then Kendrick on your mind.
And then I don't know if you guys know, like Fred C. He's coming out, a dude named Jai the King, Steez Louise, Raiden Paris. So it's gonna be
And where is this located?
So this will be at Lexington Art League at the Loudon House.
Oh, okay.
Over on Castlewood.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's
we all know where that is.
That's like my home over
So
there.
yeah, y'all should come through. Like it's free. If you want to donate. We have free snacks, free drinks.
And what day is that on?
May 25th, is Saturday.
Is that going to be in the back
It's gonna be
outside, or is it gonna be inside?
right in the front gallery. We
Okay,
could do it
cool.
outside.
Yeah,
Think about it, but
And are you going to be performing there? Like, are
Yes,
you going to be rapping as well?
So I'll be hosting, I'll be performing, as well as I'll have some art out and different things like that.
Okay. You want to wrap the show up, and we'll go live on Nice Guys. If you want to continue watching us, we're going to go live on the Nice Guy Indie podcast. Lexicon of Lexington is going to end their show, so go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to tell you thank you. It was really nice meeting you. Like, I had heard really good things about you, and then I started researching you and looking at your art and looking at your merchandise that you make it yourself.
Yeah, I made some of these an hour, like 30 minutes before I got here.
Well, don't tell everybody that. Don't tell everybody that. It only takes you 30 minutes. He's like,
that's
brand new, right?
I just because I got to give some people some stuff, because I just actually, these green and yellow ones, I just made those today. Actually, no, yesterday. And I was like, I want to make some more, because somebody was already telling me they wanted some green and oranges. But it just goes to show how much effort.
I need some purple and black ones for the Windy Elite basketball team.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll see if I get some. It depends on it just depends on the hats that I get, it ain't just the thing, like, I'm an artist, so I put my hands to these.
That's right.
Ain't nobody else I put my hands to these, and my sweat, and my blood, and my tears.
Limited edition stuff.
Limited edition.
Well,
yeah.
I definitely had to have this one, because,
Yeah, that's a limited edition right there.
Representing the north side with the green and the yellow, Bronze Station.
Yeah.
And I'm so thankful, for what you're doing for our community, and you are definitely a star in my eyes. So,
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Wendy. I appreciate you, Andy. I thank you guys for having me. I thank you guys for always putting on for not only the wrestling community, but the Lexington community. Because even though I may not be like originally from here, I love it here. I reside here, and even my kids growing up here now, I want them to be able to grow up in the space where my son does art now, so he could be able to share his art and do his art. He's 4 years old, and there's other kids. I have cousins here, family here that's been affected by gun violence, all these things. So I want to be the change that we can see, and being from somewhere else, I've seen it in other places where it's been a little bit different. So how can I bring some of those changes to help my family? How can I bring some of that and just work with some of the amazing people that's here? We got Divine, Bryce, it's amazing, Andy, you got it's so many amazing people here that are slept on, that they don't even know they're sleeping on.
I do want to ask you one more question. So who is your star here in Lexington? If you had one person that I
don't know if I could pick one person.
Oh, come on. Pick one person. Just one.
So if it was, I would go with Bryce.
Yeah, Bryce.
I go with B-Mac.
You was thinking.
B-Mac. It was between him and Divine, but Bryce is just...
We're definitely going to have to get Bryce on for sure.
Yeah.
He's that guy, like, from the artist level of the way he puts together narratives, and, the way he's able to, just express himself, whether through the artistry, through the words, through the comic books, and just continually working to elevate the artist community. And the same, really, it's really tied between him and Divine, because Divine does the same thing.
Really great things.
He does the same. Divine does the same things in the hip hop community. So those are so that's really like choosing between the two sides of me. You got the hip hop side, then you got the artist side, and I can't choose between the two because they're both me. So they're both like mentors to me, like whether they say things to me directly or whether they just post and it's inspiring to me. Those are those two guys. Bryce, art, Divine, hip hop Picasso.
Come together and
awesome.
Well, that's great.
That note, we're going to end the show. Thanks everybody for watching. You want to say something?
Just thank you and shout everyone out for all the help that they do here in the community, and Nice Guy Andy for letting me come on. And you can follow me at Wendy Russell Watkins, and then also at Fun Things to Do in and around Lexington. So make sure you're follling that. And
I did follow that one. I seen you had posted that one. So
yeah, and then I'll make sure that I'm posting all your stuff.
Okay, I'll make sure to send, because like even on the Mad Wavy joint, we tried to post, like, tell everybody what's going on in Lexington.
When
events.
Is that date?
For the which
Mad
one?
Wavy.
25th.
25th. Okay, yeah, we'll definitely
That
get
is
The 25th. It's a Saturday.
get some people out there for that.
It's a Saturday. So like, we want to keep pushing that, and like, like said, I'll be sending stuff in your events too.
Yeah,
so like,
send me as much as you want, and
I got you.
I'll
Thank
definitely
you.
post it. So just whenever you see, just tag me in it, and I'll post it for you. I'll post it for you. But thank you again, Andrew, for letting me come on, and thank you for coming and letting me meet you, because, like, I think smiles are contagious, and you definitely brought your smile, and I love that. So thank you again.
Bye.